Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be organizing my kitchen and pantry inside and out. I'm a little bit embarrassed to even post this, but it is much needed. So since we moved into our house a year ago, I've just tried to maintain the systems that I put into place a year ago, which is pretty much all out the door at this point. So I have at least 2 drawers that are terrible, basically junk drawers. One of them is a literal junk drawer of bills and just like random paperwork. That's where I just stuff everything and it's just not working out for us. And then the other drawer is like all of our spoons and measuring cups and different things, random stuff, and it's just not working. So I thought, you know what, this has been a burden on me and Taylor, like trying to just function throughout the kitchen and the pantry, and I thought, I'm done, I've had it, and I'm going to organize everything. So if you guys need some organization for your home, inspiration, motivation, you're in the right place. I'm so excited to be doing this and finally sharing it with you guys. So as we speak, Taylor is painting our bar stools. I'm so excited. I'll show you guys what they look like afterwards. But if you guys have seen them before, they were brown on the bottom and then kind of like a dark brown, almost black top, and we're painting the bottom of them white. So really excited. I think it'll tie into our kitchen really well and give that modern farmhouse vibe that we're going for. So I'm super excited about that. But I wanted to mention that today's video is a super fun collaboration with one of my very favorite YouTubers, Amy Fritz. You guys, it is such an honor to be collaborating with her. She posts the best home inspiration, decorating, cleaning videos. Like, I truly look up to her and I love her channel so very much. She's so unique, so down to earth. I love her faith. I love her. I love the vibe that she gives on YouTube and the community that she's built here on this platform. It really shows that you can do so much good with YouTube, and I just love her so much, and I'm so thankful that we got to collab on this. But you guys go check her out. I will have her video linked down below, and I will also have her Instagram and all of the details on how to connect with her. I know you guys are going to love her just as much as I do, and I cannot wait to see what she does with her kitchen and steal some tricks from her. And if you guys are coming over from Amy's channel, I just wanted to say hi and welcome. My name is Kailyn and I post all kinds of home inspiration, decorating, all things homemaking, cleaning. I also have one little boy who is 2 years old, about to turn 3. It's so fun around here, and I love making our home a place that we love and can thrive in. So if you guys like what you see here today, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you here a part of my fam. Okay, here's an overview of the kitchen. So we have cabinets over here, and we also have like an island / bar area that has more cabinet space underneath, which is really nice. I love all the cabinet space in this house. It may not seem like a whole lot, but these are really deep cabinets. And then I also have cabinets all along this wall over here, as well as underneath. So we did paint these cabinets when we first moved in. They were a dark brown color, pretty much the same color as the floor, and we painted them white. So if you guys want to see that video, I have it somewhere in my home playlist. I'll link it down below though for you guys. And I am literally going to go through every single cabinet in this video and every single drawer. So this may take a little while. It's definitely going to take a while to film, but Brooks is over at my parents' house and Taylor's painting the bar stools outside. So I've got all the time in the world. And then we also have one cabinet over here. And then here's our pantry. It is a hot mess, you guys. I'm just letting everything show. This is just real life. Stuff gets piled up. So we have like kitchen appliances up here, all of our food, and I have containers for them, but it's gotten just out of control. As you guys can see, there's just no rhyme or reason to any of it, and I need to go through and make sure there's nothing that's expired. I mean, I'm sure there is. And then I have all of these containers and I'm only using 2 of them, so I need to do something about that and get my life back together. This pile over here is all of the organization stuff that I've bought to help me get organized with my kitchen and pantry and my life. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, I'm starting out by just emptying everything from the pantry, everything that was in the floor, all of these organization pieces that I've bought gradually, and I've just stuck them in the pantry. They've definitely piled up, and I'm just getting them all out so I can start to see what I have to work with and get a game plan going. Alright, now I'm just getting everything out of the bag. I did go to Dollar Tree. I got some pieces from Walmart and also Target. So you can do this on a budget, 100%. I actually found that I liked my little Dollar Tree organizers almost the best. So definitely check out Dollar Tree if you need some organization for your home, especially in the kitchen area. So now I'm just getting rid of the rest of the stuff that is in the pantry, and I'm going to go through everything. All of these bins, these white bins that you see in here are from the Dollar Tree, so it's like less than $10 for all of them, and I find that they're really good to just store your food if you have open shelves in your pantry. The white containers, or the white lid containers I should say, are from Sam's Club. I really wanted some airtight containers, but I found that they were pretty pricey everywhere that I was looking, and I found these on sale at Sam's Club. I can't remember the exact price, but I want to say they were less than $25. So now I'm just using my Method multi-surface spray and the Honeycrisp apple scent to wipe down all of the shelving now that everything is out of there, and I'm just getting off all of the dust and everything that has probably built up for the last year. Like I said, I really hadn't deep cleaned since we moved in, and that is almost a year ago. So it's kind of crazy that we've been in this house for a whole year, but we still love it, and we're so thankful that we're in this house. So now I'm just going to give the floors a good sweeping, and I'm going to quickly mop them with my Bona mop. That way I'm starting on a clean slate. Now I'm just going to empty out my trash can and give it a good deep cleaning. I don't know why, but trash cans get so gross. I actually have this little solution that is homemade. I just mixed up some hot water, a couple pumps of dish soap, and then some laundry detergent. So it is in the Downy scent, and I love it. It smells so good. So now I'm going to clean out every single one of these bins. They were so gross, you guys. You can't tell from the video, but they had like fingerprints and just dirt on them, crumbs on the inside. They were pretty gross. So I'm just wiping those down with that same multi-surface cleaner. Okay, now it's time to reorganize the food. I went ahead and put all of the food in groups. So I've got Brooks's Snacks, the carbs, canned goods, beverages, baking things. All of that stuff is like kind of separated, if you can tell. And then I'm gonna just start putting things in the baskets, and that way I'll have like a good idea of what goes with what, and then later on I will use my label maker to label everything. That way I just know where everything goes. I don't have to think about it or hunt for anything. I can just go right in, grab what I need, and be on with it. So it made it so much easier, and I will say the bins with the holes in them are a lot deeper, so it's good for heavy duty items. Okay, now I've got my label maker out. This is the Dymo brand. I got it from Walmart. It was around, I think, $18. Definitely less than $20. So it's an awesome deal. I have used this thing like crazy, and I actually have one linked in my Amazon store. So if you guys want to check out that, I will have it linked down below. And I have so many organization ideas. I've got a little section with kitchen inspiration and organization things. So definitely check out that if you guys want to shop for these containers or my label maker or some bins, and then some of the cabinet things that I use as well to organize throughout the video. Now I'm just putting labels on these clear containers. These work so well for things that need to be airtight, the things that won't go stale. It is a lifesaver, so definitely recommend them. I was kind of skeptical for a long time if they would work or not, but I love them for Brooks's snacks like crackers, pretzels, goldfish, that sort of thing. It really does keep them fresh longer. Now I'm going to organize my essential oils. I, as of now, have not had any sort of organization system set up for them. They've just still been in their boxes, and I do get all of my essential oils from Simply Earth. If you guys are ever interested in getting some oils from them, I always have my link down below with a coupon code so you guys can get some free goodies in your box. But it's so good. It's a subscription box that you get monthly of new oils and recipes, and it comes with everything you need to make them, and you will get a free bonus box if you use my code and link. So it's a really great deal. So I just have them all stored in there. And then here is how the pantry is looking so far. It is much more organized. I know that, obviously there's still food in there and it may not be like the most organized, but it's definitely better than it was, and at least everything is organized and in a place that it should be. So you can see I've just went ahead with my label machine and labeled each bin with what's in it. That way I know where everything's at, Taylor knows where everything's at, and it just is really functional for our family. Okay, now it is time to tackle the junk drawer. Oh my goodness, you guys. There was so much stuff in this drawer. I can't even believe all of the stuff that was in here, like Brooks's second birthday party invitation. What in the world? But I did get everything out of there. That's the first step. It has to get worse before it gets better. And then I went ahead and cleaned everything out, took the liner out, washed it off, and then put this organizer in. I got this one from Target. I believe it was like $7 or $8, and it is so good. So it's kind of over by the kitchen stuff, by the mugs in Target, and I love it so much. It had a place for your scissors, for tape, and batteries. Seems like I'm always searching for batteries and can never find them, so it'll be so handy to have this there. And then I just have another little container from the Dollar Tree to keep stamps in and envelopes. That way everything is very organized and we know where it's at. It feels so good. Another place that gets pretty cluttered is our Tupperware drawer or cabinet, and where I keep all of the mixing bowls, cutting boards, stuff like that. So luckily this is a really deep cabinet, so I'm able to keep this big Tupperware container to kind of keep it all contained. But if you guys don't have that, I have some storage options for Tupperware linked to my Amazon store. So I'm just getting everything out of that cabinet and giving it a good wipe down before I put everything back in. But I just organized the Tupperware in the container that it came in, got my bowls nice and organized, and then kind of repositioned everything.
Never up, never down, never like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't.
This corner cabinet holds so much stuff, but unfortunately that's where a lot of junk gets piled. So to go through what I had, I just pulled everything out of the cabinet and seeing what I wanted to keep, what I wanted to give away, throw away, all of the above. So I made piles of each, and you guys can see when we painted our cabinets, we did not paint the inside because we were pressed for time, but eventually I would like to do that. But anyways, here is how the cabinet turned out. I got rid of a lot of stuff. And this one next to it is full of my Rae Dunn. So there's my dirty little secret. That's where I keep my entire stash of Rae Dunn that I'm not using, aside from some Christmas pieces that I keep outside in totes. So I have another kind of junk drawer, but it's just full of utensils and kitchen stuff. So I cleaned all of that out, wiped it down, and then now I'm using organizers all from Dollar Tree. There was 2 longer, more heavy-duty ones, and then the rest of them came in packs of 2 or 3. So really affordable, like the whole drawer was done with just a couple of dollars. So I'm just going to organize all of the kitchen tools and utensils in organizers that fit them best. So the long ones obviously for spoons and stuff, shorter ones for pizza cutters and can openers, and then measuring spoons. I had like 4 sets of measuring cups and spoons, and I narrowed it down to 1, my Magnolia ones from Hearth and Hand. So I really just don't need a ton of them, so I just wanted to keep my favorite ones, and then I will just get rid of the rest and give them away. I also got a can container from Aldi that would hold canned goods or sodas, so I'm using this for green beans since we do use them all the time. It seems like I always get a bunch of them, so this makes it really handy. And Aldi had these clear containers for $5, so they had them in the egg containers and all different ones for your refrigerator, but I just thought it'd be handy to use that one for the green beans in the pantry. So that works out. Now I'm cleaning out the cabinets up above, and I'm starting out with finding a spot for my essential oils. And I did have Taylor move this shelf up, that way I could have my little cooling racks on there. Since they don't take up that much space, I thought, why waste all of it on the bottom? And I really wanted a big spot for all of my paper products, like my paper plates. And I got this little organizer from Home Goods. It was only $12.99, and I thought it would be really handy to have in the cabinet, and then I can pull it out as well, and I can just stash all of my paper plates, my forks, spoons that are plastic, and also napkins. So I'm just organizing that now. It's really handy if you have people over, and it fits in that space so perfectly. And then the little container with my essential oils didn't quite fit, so I decided to kind of maneuver it on the top shelf and turn it towards the side. So I moved the label to the side instead of the front, and then I just put my plastic cups back in there. And now I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm just clearing out and kind of just making more sense of this space. This is where all of my baking dishes are, and casserole dishes, all of that stuff, pie plates, and to-go containers. So I'm just kind of stacking it where it makes more sense and makes the most of the space. Now I'm going through my mug cabinet where I keep all of our Yeti not containers, but Yeti cups and all of that stuff. So it was kind of all just randomly assorted, so I wanted to make a little bit more sense of this. So I just took everything out, rearranged it a little bit, and just made more use of the space.
How does she feel to save? And I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name.
Now I'm going through our medicine cabinet. I do keep a lot of our medicine in the pantry in our bathroom, and I just have a little bit out in here, like vitamins and thermometers, a couple of Brooks's stuff. He's actually gotten quite the assortment of medicine throughout the years, so some of it, I mean, he doesn't need it all the time, but it's good just to have on hand. And then this corner cabinet has like all of our nicer dishes in it, and it really didn't need organized, so I left that as is. And then this is the cabinet that gets a little bit messy. So it has all of Brooks's cups. I find that kids' cups, I don't know, they just take up a lot of space and they're bulky, so I wanted to have a separate area for Brooks's to-go cups, like that we'll take out of the house, and then ones that he keeps at home. That way it just made a little bit more sense. So I organized all of those and the bowls. And then above the microwave, I don't keep a whole lot of stuff. I just had a couple cookbooks and then a few random like kitchen small things, like a little coffee maker and a vase.
I'm thinking of you.
Alright, the last cabinet was by far the messiest, and that is the spice cabinet / baking goods. So this one kind of gave me a little bit of a headache, and I was trying to figure out how I could maximize this space, that way it makes sense. So I started out by pulling everything out, seeing if things were expired, and surprisingly there was a ton of stuff expired, especially in the spices. So definitely go through all of your spices and products, baking stuff, because chances are if you haven't used it in a while, it's probably expired. So I just got some of these white containers from Walmart to store like my teas, my skinny teas, love those, my collagen, cornstarch, powdered sugar, random like baking stuff that I don't use all that often, so it's easy to like pull out and then put back in. And then as far as the spices goes, I really wanted to order some containers that I could pour all of them into, that way they match, but I didn't get around to doing so I'm gonna have that on my Amazon list as well. And hopefully one of these days I will just order them. That way they'll just be like universal and everything will match and it'll look really good. But as you can see, I did put the baking stuff on the top shelf since I don't use it very often. All of our sprinkles and cookie cutters and like little chocolate wafer chips that you can melt for pretzels. And then for our chocolate chips, I used extra mason jars that we had laying around. So that's how I stored them. And then I've got this little spice rack from Walmart. It just makes it elevated so you can see what you have. So I'm just arranging all of my spices on there and then adding a few more organizational containers from Dollar Tree, and then I will be done with this cabinet.
Where you move make me blind. You will always be there. There's no doubt in my mind. You will always
I loved the end result on this cabinet. I think it looks so much better. Okay, now I have a few more random drawers to go through. This one just keeps the most random things. So I cleaned it out, threw away some stuff that I didn't need, cleaned it out real good, and then kind of rearranged. So I put this liner back in. You can get these liners anywhere, Target, Walmart, Amazon. They're really good just to protect your drawers. And then I have a corn cob holders in this little container that it came with, so that makes it really handy as well because they tend to just float around. And then I decided to keep my label maker in the drawer as well. And then I keep all of my K-cups for my Keurig in the drawer right beneath my coffee station, so it makes it really handy. So I just cleaned that out and then arranged all of the K-cups back in place, as well as my Nespresso pods. I switch up between my Keurig and Nespresso. Every few years it seems like I switch and I prefer one over the other, but I will say I do like having the convenience of K-cups because I have to order the Nespresso pods and I just can't keep up with doing it. But if I get back in the habit of it, I know I'll probably use my Nespresso machine more.
I know you will always be the. Yeah, I know you will always be the. Yeah, I know you will always be. Come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, you. Yeah, I know you will always be the. I'll do it all for you.
Okay, now for the pots and pans cabinet. I really scratched my head on this one on how to get these organized, because I would just kind of put them in piles in that cabinet randomly. There was no rhyme or reason, and a lot of times they just got piled up, and I'm always clanging them around to get one out. And I thought there's got to be a better way. So I went to Walmart and I was looking around. I bought one rack and it ended up not working. So I took it back and I found this one. And this one has adjustable little holders that you can, or wires I should say, that you can take in and out and adjust as you need with your pans. So this one worked out really well. I was able to fit, I think, 4 pans on it. So that worked out really good. And then I put the rest of them on the shelf that you see above there. And then they also had one for lids. And then these little hooks were from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to show you a couple hacks to use them for. One is to hold your pot holders. That way it takes up less cabinet space, and they just hang on the doors. Makes it really convenient. Most of them have hooks, so it's perfect. Okay, now for the silverware drawer. This one wasn't too out of hand, but I did have like some random things that I wanted to move around. So I've got my organizer in there from Walmart, but I just needed to like pull the liner back down and then get all of Brooks's straws and his silverware all straightened up as well. Okay, now my towel drawer. This is where I keep all of my daily towels. I just needed to fold them up a little bit nicer. That way it was a little more functional. And then underneath there, I have my seasonal towels. So like my Easter, spring, Christmas, I keep all of just my random seasonal towels in there that I can pull out to display. I also have just neutral ones that are a little bit nicer in there as well. And the last drawer has all of my plastic wrap and saran wrap and freezer bags, sandwich bags, stuff like that. So I had some random stuff. I just went through everything and threw away what I didn't need and then reorganized what I should keep. As far as my Lazy Susan goes, I keep my Nespresso machine in there, my hand mixer. I also have containers for my flour, sugar, and tea. That comes in really handy. I highly recommend that if you guys keep baking goods on hand most of the time. And then I just have my blender. Not a whole lot going on down there, so I didn't need to do too much to it. Underneath the sink needed some major TLC, so I just pulled out this big Menards bucket and pulled everything out underneath the cabinet, wiped it all down, and then started with a clean slate. This is where I keep all of my cleaning products for the most part, but I did want to start keeping some in my bathroom closet. So in the master bathroom, that way it just kind of broke up the products, and I don't need to have bathroom cleaner in the kitchen, if that makes sense. So I just wanted it to be a little bit more functional for the space. And I got a couple containers as well. I'll show you guys in just a minute. So here they are set in there. One is from Walmart, the big one on the left with the handle, it was only $5. The middle one, which is a little bit smaller, was from the Dollar Tree. And then the one on the right in the back was from Walmart as well. It was only $1, but it's pretty deep. And then I got one for my dishwasher pods from the Dollar Tree with a blue lid. So in the big one on the left, I'm putting in towels, and I ended up not keeping them there. I put them in the middle one. I thought that worked out easier. So I just have my sponges in there, my magic erasers, and I'm gonna label everything at the end. But in the back, I have like my ant spray and carpet cleaner, things that I don't use that often. I got my scrubber sponges in that container as well, so if I ever need to lift it up and take it out, it'll be really easy to do so. And then I keep all of my cleaners right there, very handy to have, and everything has a place, so I know what I'm looking for, which is great. So here's an overview of the kitchen now that it is done and clean. I'll show you guys the pantry, and I just love it so much. It's been a couple days now, and it's so functional. I just keep this basket with our trash bags in it, and all our appliances are up above on the top shelf, which works out really nicely. All the food is nice and organized. I know exactly where to go, and I will say it's made making dinner such a breeze, and picking out like lunch ideas. I know what I have, especially now that I've gone through everything. I know what I need to get at the store, what I don't have, and what I need to use up. So it's worked out really well. I did restock Brooks's goldfish. He eats those constantly, so it works out really well having the airtight container. And then the only thing I have on the floor is this 3-tiered tray. And then I'm going to show you guys all the cabinets once again. I think it looks so much better. It's so much more functional, and I just love it so much. I was surprised that I am able to keep this little section here nice and organized. I did add the strainer. It was in the dishwasher before, and the cutting boards are also in there. So that makes it really nice. This space, don't use it too often, but it's nice and organized if I need to bring something out, which is so nice and handy. And I got rid of so much stuff that was in here. This top drawer is so much more functional. It makes cooking and getting things out of it so much easier, and it actually shuts. I don't have to like pull it multiple times. Right done. I've added a couple pieces since the last time I've showed it. You guys, it's a problem. And then here is this cabinet, so good. I also have some of my natural cleaners up there as well, just so I know where everything is at. So much better. It was such a hot mess before. And like I said, this container is so good to just pull out if you're having people over, you're having a party, and you just need your paper goods to set out. Makes it so much more handy.
On my way now.
And then for this cabinet, I added some throwaway pans on the top shelf, which works out really great. That way they're not on the pantry floor, and I know where to grab it if I need one. So much more functional. I love this space. And then the baking area is probably one of my favorites. You guys can see the extra containers. The spices are so much more organized. It's so easy to see what I have. The baking supplies are nice and displayed, all very functional. And we're actually getting ready to make a bunch of Valentine's Day treats, so this will come in handy. And the chocolate chips, I labeled those just so I would know what to refill with. And then I've got everything else labeled in these drawers. I added a couple things to here, like some long straws and my pot holder, or my rest for my spoons. And then here are the Keurig pods, or the K-cups, nice and organized. Pots and pans, this system has worked really well. It's holding strong, which is great. So love it, and I love having the pot holders hung up as well. So it's been really good having a nice and organized kitchen and place for everything.
I just wanna go my own way, 'cause I am on my way. I am on my way. I am on my way. I am on my way.
For this space, we've got our cups that we use every day, the bowls we use every day, and then all of Brooks's stuff is really organized. We drink out of mason jars most of the time, just as everyday cups. We've got some Ray Dunn bowls. We use those every day. Like I said, Brooks has at-home cups and to-go cups. That way I just know like which one's which, his bowls and his plates. That way they're not just like mixed up and it's hard to grab it when you need it. I also have our nicer dishes and serving bowls, mugs, all of that in this corner lot, which is so nice. And then our medicine cabinet, again, it's just so handy knowing where everything is and it's easily accessible. If you guys haven't seen my last video, I did a complete laundry room makeover where I totally redid our laundry room and the organization in there. So if you guys need to revamp your laundry room and get some organization in place for it, definitely check out that video. I'll have it linked at the end of this video or also down below in the description box. And like I said, if you guys need to shop anything mentioned in this video, check out my Amazon store. I have everything linked there. If you guys want to check out my cleaning products, I will also have my Grove Collaborative link down below. I always have that underneath my videos, and you guys can get a free 5-piece Mrs. Meyer's set with a $20 purchase, which is a really good deal. You guys could be set on your cleaning products for a long time with that. So definitely take advantage of it. If you guys want some essential oils, I also have the Simply Earth link and code for you guys to get some goodies with that. It's so good. Their oils are fantastic. I use them every single day in my diffuser and I love it. So thank you guys for watching this and sticking out the video with me. I know it was a long one, but this took me so long to film and I just love the outcome. It's always so encouraging to see other people organize their homes, so I love bringing this kind of content to you guys as well. So let me know if you guys are enjoying this organization series. Stay tuned for lots more rooms and our house getting organized. Make sure you check out Amy's video as well, and if you're new and she sent you over here, thank you guys so much for watching this video and spending some time with me today. And make sure you subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.